What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Banconator Zone for another daily news video, or like daily rant video. I'm gonna call it daily rant video. On this Saturday, Allegri is speaking, as we are, as you probably are watching this video. But Julian will do a preview for that, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna talk about what we joked about on the channel maybe a year ago about us having a very old list and just using that list until we just got what we had on that list from years back. That's what I'm going to talk about. But before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit that bell notification, and let's go. Now, before I go into what I really want to talk about, really quickly, because I got a lot of DMs on the main account asking why we are not participating in the Alegriao picture movement on Twitter or social media. Because that's a choice, I think us coming on this channel every single day, sometimes twice a day, to talk about what we believe needs to happen to the club is enough. That's one. Two is, first I want to say everybody can do whatever they want. If anyone believes posting those pictures under everything Juve posts is the way to go, if you believe that will make a difference, that's up to you. That's your decision. If you feel good about it, or like you feel you're making a difference, or you believe that will make a difference, then you should be doing that. That's on you. That's your choice, I'm not going to do it personally, or the account is not going to do it, because I just know who the owners are of the club, and they don't care. They will not care if you post that picture 1,000 times in the next hour. They will not care. It's social media. It's not going to hurt them. It's not going to hurt them. If you know the club, the way they move, if you know the owners of the club, and you should, because you support the club, they are not gonna not gonna act based on pictures on social media. They're not gonna do it. They will do what they believe is right according to them. If we like it or no. If you know the history about the club, even in the stadium, it's not like protests and everybody's leave the stadium. That's more like an English thing or whatever. That's not, Milan did it a couple of years back, but that's not usually how Juve fans operate in the stadium. And I don't believe it's going to make a difference, me personally. But again, if you believe that, then you should be doing that 100%. That's up to you. But I'm just not going to do it, because I will do my thing, talking on the channel, basically. And the main account, I'm not going to do it because, one, I don't have time. I'm not going to tweet it under every single video. But if you want to do it, do it, But that was just to get that out of the way, because we got that question. Now, the news is Morata, but not even Morata. The news is basically that we're getting linked with old stuff over and over again. And you might say, oh, it's bullshit. It's Tutto Sport. It's Gazzetta dello Sport. It's Corriere dello Sport. Fine. But are you shocked that we're being linked with these type of players? Are you really deep down are like, oh, that's not true. It's a bullshit report. Do you? Like, if you follow the club the way we operate and move the last couple of years, you wouldn't be shocked. That story can be coming from Calciomercato. I will believe it, because it's very believable in our context, in our current situation. This is very believable that we will indeed try to bring Morata back. It makes no sense. It's unbelievably sad to read, let alone it actually happening. We moved Morata on. We paid 70 mil mid-season to get a better striker, because Morata was stinking out the place. There's no way you need to bring Morata back for, I don't know, the fourth time, third time, whatever it is, I lost count of it. It's ridiculous. And that's not even the worst part. The other news is, Romeo Alegriao was on a YouTube channel, I forgot the name, excuse me, and he was talking about, everything, and he said everybody wants to return to back to the club. Even Conte could return, and that made me sick to my stomach. We bring old things back over and over and over again. You can say Pogba and Bonucci. When we were sitting here on the summer and saying we shouldn't be going for Pogba, something new, something different, something fresh, something refreshing. Keep bringing back these old things that already didn't work in the past, or you need to just move on from certain things. It makes no sense. Bringing Allegri back, all those things, bringing Conte back. This club needs something new, and that's why what I was referring to at the beginning of the video about you can post those pictures, and if you believe that will make a difference, you need to do it. But keep in mind who the owners are of this club, and how they operate throughout history. We can all sit here, and probably the majority will be like, stop bringing old things back, like Conte. The club will be like, we don't care. We are gonna do it our way. You just support the club. That's how we always move. Like it is what it is. So I wouldn't even be shocked if we bring Conte back. Do I want Conte back? Absolutely not. Not. I want something completely new, a completely new idea of actually playing football. I don't want somebody who's very hectic and he's gonna cry every single week, and everything that goes not his way, you will publicly announce it, even when you're like, you shouldn't be announcing this, it's not needed. All these things, I don't want those things. I want something new. Even today I saw a report saying about Tudor. I like Tudor, but now when I was reading the report saying, oh, but the club wants Tudor because he knows the club and blah blah blah, and not really about they like what he's really doing because he's playing this type of formation or he's bringing this brand of football. It was, he knows the club, he knows the culture, and at that point I'm like, yeah, I don't even want Tudor anymore, because that tells me, and I know it's true, or like we know it's true, they want something they can really control, and maybe you might say Conte is not that, but they can and they will if they bring him in. Why? Like, we talked about like it's an Italian coach, or it's a coach that has ties with the club. Same for the sporting director. Now there's talks about giving the under 23s sporting director a promotion. What about get out there and get somebody who's done it at the highest level? Because we are a big club. Now that guy in the under 23s, he might be a good one. Who knows? But haven't we already messed up enough? Cherubini, like he's suspended. Okay, Paratici, gave him a lot of responsibilities. Arriva Bene out of nowhere. All these things, we've done it. What about bringing guys in from outside of the club? With fresh ideas, a fresh new way of seeing things, thinking about things. Moving things, learning from other guys as well. Why? Why are we not doing that? And that's why I'm actually very annoyed. That's my biggest point. When people say, who do you want as a coach next? I'm not sure at this point, because of the club, how they move and how they try to control everybody. I'm not even sure about that anymore at this moment in time. So it's a very weird situation. But even the Morata story, I read it and I was like, ridiculous, but it could be true. It could be easily true, and nobody would be shocked if Morata is back, Nobody would. It makes no sense, but nobody would be absolutely surprised, And that's the same way I'm thinking about other stuff's going around at the club, like the sporting director and all those things, Even though bringing Del Piero back, and he made it clear that if he comes back, he wants to have a say and does not want to be a puppet. And it seems the club just wants a puppet, And that's like, we're a football club. You should let people who have knowledge about it, let them work, and be open to let people in who haven't played for the club in the past, or are not Italian. It's very strange. Like, it's a very strange philosophy we have at the club. And you might say, oh, it's coincidence. It's not. That's why this is how Danielis operate. That's how they want to move. They bring in their guys, even if they have no. And again, it's your company. You bring in guys, but bringing in guys who have no idea about the sport, have never worked in the world of football, it's a bit weird, in my opinion, personally. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get out of my chest today in today's rant. As I said, Presser probably he stopped talking a few minutes ago, So go watch Julian's preview. We will discuss all those things and preview the Bologna game because we play tomorrow in a game, because I'm not doing the preview, in a game I believe we're not going to win. I think we're going to lose 2-1 because there's no evidence that we are going to win that game, and there's a lot of evidence that Bologna is playing very well, extremely well actually. So that's my prediction if you wanted that. But I will be back tomorrow post game with a match reaction or a live. I still need to decide what I'm gonna do about that one, and then we will be back next week. Try to have a calm week and build up to, well, the only thing left to play for, and that's the Sevilla game. We will do that obviously with in the passing days. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Ciao.